They'll be calling you a radical. I want to talk about the criminal acts of the N.R.C. I want to talk about the criminals. Now, they're supposed to work for us. How the nuclear industry is running totally illegally, as the N.R.C. has snuck this through. That's why we have, as watchdogs, as activists, we have to do all the dirty work for nothing. When these people are making millions, Gina McCarthy needs to go to prison, head of the E.P.A., who was used to be head of Rad-net. People don't even know what Rad-net. I want to talk to the activists. You know, we chose this path, or it chose us. And no more crying, issue activism. What's going on in Honduras? She was murdered. So they're killing them. What's going on in India? There's been 84 now. This fight, we don't see it here because in our comfortable, numb, hypocrite, pseudo de facto, fake, freaking, I don't know what we're even creating here. Who are we? What are we? What is everybody competing about? I mean, I can see it when you're young, but when you get older, you're dressing up in this masquerade party and this clown circus we have in the Republican Party. But that's insanity. This kill the earth, rape the earth at all costs is beyond disgusting. But then we have the neo-fake left. Greenpeace, they should be in prison. It's outrageous, this fake pseudo de facto. This is about effective activism. Avant-garde, look, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about Gina McCarthy and the E.P.A. I want to talk about the betrayal, this cultural, to the activists, to our small group, our army. We're winning this war, and give up on the baby. Anybody from 70 to 35 should get on their knees and just beg the children of the earth for forgiveness. This is good, the most grotesque, sick, and I'm talking not to our individuals, our small group. I'm talking in the aggregate. This is the most disgusting, grotesque, sickening group of individuals who ever set foot on this earth. Between 70 and 35-year-olds in the United States of usury. They're disgusting. What have they done to this earth? They took all that equity, they just made debt. They poisoned this earth, this mentality, this dogma, this masquerade part. They're all image. They're all dressing up still. I got dreads in my hair, kids, peace sign, I'm a fake hypocrite, or I'm a neo-life gun tote, and I'm going to kill everything that ever moves on the earth for what? This is sickening. This is disgusting. And the E.P.A., look, these people work for us. These people work for the N.R.C. The N.R.C., it's been leaked out.
Grandpa, I think we should stop hunting and eat berries.
What's that?
I think we should stop hunting and eat berries.
Eat berries? Yeah, that's exactly what we should do. There's too much pressure on the animals. This used to be where the big deer were. What is this whole insanity about this selfishness where everybody hates each other? Johnny got his gun. What is this? What is this non-caring, non-love? Nobody cares about each other whatsoever, especially their children, especially the future. They don't care. It's disgusting what we've evolved into. I want people to understand, people between 70 and 30, give up on it. Give up on them. They're going to go away quicker than they think anyway because their arrogance, they all hate each other and they're just going away. Cancer. The poisoning of the ocean via Fukushima, the cover-up of Fukushima, if this doesn't wake you up, nothing will ever wake up. The N.R.C. now, it's us as watchdogs that have to do all this work. These people are making millions of dollars. Greenpeace gets $400 million a year. What do I get? Yeah, I'm not chasing money. I could care less about money. I need a little bit to do what I do. Very little bit. When I do it on a shoestring. I'll be in San Diego on Sunday, and I'll be there for a while. We'll do a lot of work down there, U.S.A. Reagan. This is about effective activism. This is about avant-garde. This is about effective activism. This is, the path didn't choose us. We didn't choose it. We chose it. It chose us. Look, I'm simply fighting for my grandchildren. Like my father, like his father, like his father's father's father. The very first person in Ogden, the very first white guy was my great-great-grandfather. He lived with the Utes, the rebel Utes, right there, as the Ute chief was shot in the head right over there by Stewart, which was a lie scam. What they did. Here we have this beautiful landscape we're born into in Utah. Build a golf course here at Mount Ogden, this grand. It's disgusting what we've done. It's disgusting.
It's not disgusting what you've done.
Well, the people have done. Well, look what they've done to the environment. Atlee, look at the Pacific Ocean.
But we should quit killing
and start protecting it. Start caring about each other. Yes. So what did you have for breakfast? Carrot juice and carrots. Now I told my daughter, I says, now who would pay for this? You young couples out there, you young mothers. I told my daughter this today. Now, how many young couples would pay to have a 4-year-old, he'll be 5. He born right days after Fukushima. Him, my other how many parents would pay to have a child who will have green beans and carrots for breakfast And that's what he asks for and likes it. You know, we have to teach our children, like my parents taught me, like my grandparents, my great-grandparents, like the natives. You know, here's this incredible, beautiful landscape that humans have lived on for thousands and thousands of years. It's beautiful with the big, beautiful bucks, the big, beautiful elks, the cougars. I mean, this birds, this is swan time. This is, the tundras are coming through. But we have this mentality, this baby boom American bird is so self-indulged. He's making me, what are you building there?
This one's the one that
He's a little native.
And this one's a nicer in his house. But this one has to do this.
Oh yeah, that's good. He's got a stick, he's making a little carver with it. You know, so he's getting ready to start school here pretty quick. But
No, this is your knife.
so, I mean, who are we? This will go down in history as the most disgusting group between 70 and 35 in the United States. Now, here we are, these free market, you're so dogma that right, left has been fed you where you can't even be logical about anything. There's no logical discussions about anything. You can't talk tariffs, you can't talk freaking environmental protection. Then we have the E.P.A, Gina McCarthy. Now let's talk about, what has the E.P.A done on her reign? Poisoned the Colorado River. The natives in southern Utah, the Navajo, the Comanches, their water poisoned it.
This one's harder, this one's not.
Okay, and so you keep working on them. And so she was head of Rad-net when Fukushima happened, crashed, and Obama told the greatest lie ever told, we want to be transparent, keep the world informed. I mean, but this has nothing to do with it. There's no political solution. I mean, vote, yeah, that's going to work. You know, Hillary Westinghouse, you know, I mean, both sides are completely captured. Fight like little kids. If you didn't watch that debate, like, I mean, this whole Romney thing, I mean, it's obscene. It's obscene. Our parents would roll over. I mean, I knew, right there, right on this street, Robert Hinckley lived on this street, right here. That was at the Hinckley Institute. I knew him very well, really well. He would roll over in his grave if he saw Romney do that in this place yesterday. I'm here to tell you. I mean, this comes down to people and integrity and a place and a time. So the N.R.C, it's been leaked out. We're doing all the work with no money when there's these agencies supposed to be doing the work. That these guys snuck it out. That every reactor has this flaw, and they addressed it. And the head of the N.R.C refuses. The lawyer that runs the N.R.C now, they got rid of Gina, you know, McFarland, Allison, you know, Jerry Jacko. There's a criminal for you. You know, all of them. Where were they? They're paid so much money, millions of dollars to protect us. They don't protect us. Gina McCarthy, what's she done? Poisoned Colorado. That was the E.P.A that did that. You know, did you hear her talk about Porter Ranch? You hear her talk about all the frackers as he killed himself illegally, the manipulation of the markets, this just rape the earth at all costs for no reason. So we go here and play golf, dress up in pink freaking shorts, neo-competitive. What is it you're competing for? I want to understand. Really, what is it for? Oh, my cancer's worse than your cancer. You know, I'm native. Oh boy, am I native all the way back. And I'm so native in Utah, right down to that hospital on the hill, LDS East 8 Bone Marrow, the oldest hospital in the western United States, East 8, the acute bone marrow transplant. I'm so native that I have the nuclear fundamental test sites in my bone marrow and the chemo. That's native Utah now. I mean, wow. You know, who are we? What have we done? This is disgusting. So no crime from activists. And the fake activists, they've been the problem. They've annihilated us. You know, Greenpeace, they betrayed us. You know, all these fake softball activists. This is about effective activism, Freedom Eisenblau, you know, blocking the dam. Look what this woman did. Look what she did. Gave her life. I mean, I know crying from you activists anymore. I'm sick of the crying. You know, look, you know, we fight, we do. I mean, I'm critical. Just so what? I got freaking leukemia, was given 2 months to live, sleeping on park benches, fight. It doesn't matter. You know, doesn't matter. Because compared to what's going on in Honduras, compared to what's going on in India, 84 of them have been killed.
Grandpa, I'm going to stay a kid.
You are going to stay a kid?
I want to.
Well, maybe, who knows? Maybe you'll be a kid your whole life. You'll be a big kid. Little native boy running around. So, I mean, look, this is simple. Give up on this. Between the 70 and the 35-year-old in the aggregate in this country should get on their knees. I mean, who are these freaks? They're ignorant. They're so ignorant. They're branded. What is it they're competing for? Still acting like little children. Dress up. They're all dressed up. They got hairspray, masquerade party, you know, peace signs, or, you know, Johnny got my hate gun. You know, they're creating this pseudo de facto image that is meaningless. It's totally meaningless. Their life becomes meaningless. Now, I'm not talking individual. We have a lot of great individuals. Look at the work we've done exposing this. I mean, these scientists, this group that works for the N.R.C. goes to the head of the N.R.C. and says, look, we've come up with a flaw in every reactor in the United States. We want them shut down now. They give them a chance and they won't do anything because, and they work for us. This is called betrayal. Barack Obama betrayed us. The Bushes betrayed. I mean, that's CIA rats. My God, I can get into that. So, look, this is a big deal. No crying from activists. This is about effective activism. You know, avant-garde, whatever. I know what it takes. And, you know, I'll tell you, people can say whatever they want, pull backward on me, but my effective, you know, it's like Hill down there. I'm talking to them in Salt Lake. There's a reason you lose every battle. You don't know how to, and you got all the money. You lose. When I win. Now, I individually took on Blue Cats. I win. I individually sent Offrey. So the next one I tee up. You know, watch me, because my army's that effective. Our group's that effective. I mean, a lot of our group is handicapped, believe it or not. But there's such great keyboard actors, can move information, because this is about the solid information. This is about the reality. This is about getting to the soul of the integrity of the native. Look, my
Grandpa, look what I made for you.
great-great-grandfather, the very only person who lived here, before Jedediah Smith, before Jim Bridger right here, you know, as far as the white guy, living in symphony with the Utes right here. Now, Father Escalante was here before, but, you know, it's amazing how they could live in this beautiful, incredible place we call Utah. Utah is a slang word, by the way. Is it, you know, the top of the mountain? No, that's slang. Idaho right there, that means the sunlight racing down the mountain. You know, there's beautiful native words, Black Elk. Why do you white people all freaking compete against each other and hate each other and want to take a whole bunch and everybody else, you know? And I've spent a lot of time in Vienna, Copenhagen, and it's like we get into the economic thesis and people talk, just like this guy did the interview down there today. He has the bumper, the sticker on his thing. Utah Wild, he's a Californian, moves to Park City, and it becomes this ultra fake, pseudo de facto elitism. Oh, look at me. By the way, they suck up there. Park City sucks. That isn't the, it's the worst part of Utah, by the way, by far. And so they create, so he's got this protect wildlife, and I asked him about the eagles, which is a big thing here. How can you possibly call yourself an environmentalist and not know that there's a major 800 dead eagles at Farmington Bay? I mean, ecological catastrophe, the greatest ecological catastrophe maybe in history. Yet you're saying, and none of them know. That's because they're fake. They're not. It's all pseudo. It's all image. These people that activism. It's like down there. I talked to some young one. Recycle Park City.
Pen that you,
They're phonies. We start talking.
Grandpa, this is the pen that you made. You dip it in some stuff and you go. And you paint.
You know how the natives did that?
What?
That's exactly how they did it. When they'd paint on their skins or whatever, they would use berries to make their colors. You know, they were really good artists. You know how we paint? That's what they used. They used berries. They would find, and you know how the blackberries have that black juice or the red, you know, different colors. That's how they did it. And they would use just what you made. They'd make their own thing and then think, you know, like we did on our paintings.
Yeah, you put berries on this and then you paint with it.
They used to paint on skins, but we paint on cloth. We paint on used stuff. We made some great paintings, huh? It's like, I told somebody, one of these paintings of mine, some of them that we've done are going to get into the museums. He's saying, oh, they look like a 4-year-old did it, or a 3-year-old did it. I'm going to say, here's the videos. He did. You know, so, you know, I'm just simply protecting my grandchildren like my dad did for me, my grandpa, my great-grandpa, the natives for thousands of years here in symphony with the environment. We quit living in symphony with the environment. You know, it's rape the landscape. California's the worst violators of all. Cut down the sequoias, you know, the fake pseudo. Hey, bro, catch a good vibe. No, I'm about effective activism. And I want to say this to the activists in Honduras.
Dad, Grandpa.
How much I love you and how much I can't believe your sacrifice. You know, it makes me cry. No crying by us activists here. No more crying. You know, yeah, I went through a lot of pain and suffering. So what? Whoopee. Who ain't? We've all bled. We're all paying the price. So we all paid the price, you know, and the people that passed, the great environmentalists from Honduras, I can't believe how much I love you. You know, Frida, you know, she blocks the dams, the reservoirs. The ones in India, I cannot say. The war that's going into fighting the nuclear cartel. And in you know, you look this up, in Italy, look what they did when the nuclear cartel in 2012 right back in.
Water needs to wash.
We got to, the water's not turned on yet.
No, the water isn't washed.
What is it everybody's competing for? No, this is about effective activism. And people have laid down their lives. It's amazing how they've laid down their lives. This beauty, I mean, she was murdered like that. I mean, it's so heartbreaking. It's so, these should be the #1 stories in the world all over the media. Show them your knife you made. Here, walk back here so they can see. There's where you play soccer, huh? What's that mountain called? That's the mighty Ben Lomond Peak. That's Mount Ogden. We always hike up to the waterfall, huh? What lives right over there inside those trees over there? Tell me what lives over there, what you saw.
Tiger.
Really? A tiger lives in there? You saw him? Was he afraid he's going to eat you?
Yeah.
Did you run?
No. He didn't even eat that.
So,
He
all
was
right.
calm.
We're all native, you know. I mean, we go all the way back, but it's disgusting. This generation will go down disgusting. Don't knock it off. This generation, the 70s, 35, will go down in history as the most grotesque, sickening, United States of usury, disgusting, and that's just the way it is. That's just the fact. I mean, just like free market fairy tales have been a giant failure. You could just dogma feed into it. What's a tariff? 1791. What's it? And Trump and that whole thing last night. I mean, it really violated me. I was at the Romney thing. I know all the players. I saw Spence there. Talked to him. I mean, Governor Herbert. I talked to the governor yesterday, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting, this dogma where we've gone. It's such disrespect for our ancestors, and it's such disrespect for our children and our great children. But the ultimate disrespect is for the animals and the environment. You call me a tree hugger, call me a softball tree hugger. I'll throw down with you. I wasn't born with these scars across my face. No, I'm the old school Utah. I remember those guys, Edward Abbey, Stegner, and they weren't native here, but my grandparents were, and my great-grandparents. Oh, did they protect the trees? Oh, did they protect the environment? If you killed some boy, you ate it. Just freaking killing for freaking to watch something die is disgusting. They auction off the biggest mule deer in the world here. This incredible, great land. Read into Jedediah Smith and Jim Bridger what they said about this place. Sad. Like I said, Berta, I asked my grandson because he can read Spanish pretty good, and he went, "What's that say? How do you pronounce that?" Berta. So wow. I respect your work so much. Wow. Wow. No crying from activists anymore. There's no pain. We just fight. We just do what we do. If we sleep on a bench, we sleep whatever, we get sick, we get attacked, they try to kill us, so be it. That's just the way it is. We went down this path. We're effective accident and we chose it. We'll give our lives. Stay in tune.